get the 7 minutes of thrusters or sumo deadlift pulls or burpee muscle ups, I guess. But we did get 7 minutes. I had a feeling we were going to get power snatches and box jumps, but we got power snatches and bar muscle ups. I think this is good for us. Real quick, so I always like the score sheet, because the score sheet's pretty interesting of how they determine kind of what they're going to put on here. They got crazy and they put 15 rounds. So 13 rounds is a 30-second pace, 7 rounds is a 60-second pace. And then if we kind of look at that across the board, kind of what that looks like per exercise, obviously the fastest, I honestly feel like the bar muscle up will stay somewhere around between 4 to 7 seconds a piece. So that's about anywhere between 15 to 21 seconds. And then same thing with the power snatches. We're looking at somewhere around 2.5 to 3 seconds a piece. That's 30 seconds. I mean, I think you can get these a little faster, closer to that 20-second mark. Might burn you guys out, but again, hold on, motherfucker! Hold on, motherfucker. So you gotta just pretty much get going. Power snatch is gonna be unbroken. I'm okay. I like the long muscle snatch, but with a jump. So I always love it when these type of light workouts come out, because you see all kinds of like strategies on trying to figure out the power snatch. Whatever you mentally feel comfortable with, or whatever you mentally feel like relaxes your shoulder, go ahead and live and die by that. I personally like to start off really tall, jumping it up. It just kind of takes it out of my shoulder naturally. I do notice that when we start jumping and kind of turning it over and having to squat it up, that's still more time under tension. And then also too, it's so light that your guys' feet shouldn't really have to move. So your feet should pretty much stay in place. Whether I jump it, there's not a lot of, we don't have to do a lot of dancing in this one. And then for you guys that are like just starting out your bar muscle ups, and you're gonna give it the good old college try, I do not see a tiebreaker time. Oh, I see a tiebreaker time on here. I wonder if it's gonna come off of the snatches. If that's the case, then you're gonna have to try to really just bang out unbroken and then rock and roll. If it isn't, then what I would tell you is break up those snatches, even if you're doing 5 sets of 2, and then just take a good 4 or 5 minutes to try to accomplish one bar muscle. I think that's pretty cool. And then we'll work on that tonight. Then the same thing goes for if we have them. I highly recommend being very careful of the grip. So I feel like this truly, the Toza bar was more of a core fatigue and an energy system fatigue. So it wasn't a grip fatigue. I watch a lot of kids go around and make it out of a round, and immediately you can see that glycogen storage dumping. This 7 minutes, you won't dump until about 4 or 5 minutes into this thing. So you can kind of throttle it up and then just try to hope your boat stays above water. But you guys that are doing 2-1, I'd be careful of your grip. So meaning that if you guys are going to try to, most of us are trying to score for our team. So CFCM and CrossFit Costa Mesa is trying to score for our team. Something that we found out last week was that our teams don't just automatically make it, right? We have to physically put in work. So I saw a lot of you kids come out and do it again and physically put in work just to get one more point. So when you guys are getting extra reps, you're not jumping yourself on the leaderboard, you're jumping your team on the leaderboard. So you're jumping another 6 people or another 250 people or 75 people that signed up, you're jumping them on the leaderboard. So that's pretty cool to see that. But when we think about this workout, you gotta keep your hands safe. So you kids that, if you've used the gymnastics grips, I might give it a shot on this. The bar is light enough to where you'll be able to grip and rip. I watched a lot of people, even in the clean workout, be able to clean some heavy loads with those. I thought it was pretty interesting. I mean, I'd really be careful with your hands. The bar muscles are just gonna blow up your hands. If you're not accustomed to them, again, be careful of it. And then we'll go through some techniques of how to load it and how to speed it up as we go through this one. Pretty self-explanatory. We've done a lot of 7-minute workouts, very fast, just keep moving. You guys have any questions?
The tie break time is the last full completed round. if you get like 7+ reps, it's wherever you completed the 7.
So then that goes back to you guys that are just trying to get a muscle up. Don't really worry about it. You know, just hammer it out. You know, go slow through your snatches, get there, and then try to rest for a little bit. I do not know or think that this will come out, but I'm always proven wrong. I do feel like a good steady pace for a lot of us is going to be somewhere inside of here. I know for a fact, as a team, we want to score above this. This is going to be we need 6 to get above here. So that's our point. Any questions on that?
What is that number? 45.
45, 150. That's 10 rounds. Looking at like somewhere around right here. 20 seconds. I feel like that's pretty doable. Because even I think it'll even itself out. And we're going to test that tonight. Make sure.
What's the 150?
What's that?
What's the 150?
That's the total reps.
It's 130.
What's that?
It's only 13 reps per round.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
9 rounds, 130. I just took it off of their score sheet.
Oh. You may have to scale a little bit. That's 5.
Oh, there you go. I got a scale division, so that math is wrong now. I don't have it.
The scale they do 5 something.
Here you go. Simple correction.